Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Manchester United's upcoming March Madness. Next month, Manchester United have to play Man City away, Liverpool away, Tottenham at home, and we have to play Atletico Madrid in the second leg at Old Trafford. Next month will define Manchester United's season. Gary Neville mentioned that not so long ago. But our focus is on tonight's game against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League last 16 first leg. It's going to be a very difficult game. Atletico Madrid are a very good team. You know, they've got some good players, like I've mentioned so many times on my recent videos. They've got Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann is on loan at Atletico Madrid from Barcelona, but before Barcelona, Griezmann was at Atletico Madrid. He was with them for 5 years or so. So far, Griezmann has spent his entire playing career in Spain. Around 5 years ago, Manchester United were close to getting Griezmann, but we didn't get him because at the time Atletico Madrid got a transfer ban. I'm hearing that Griezmann may not be playing tonight. They got João Felix, that's also very good. You know, he scores a lot of goals for Atletico. Atletico got him from Benfica. Luis Suarez, Atletico Madrid got him from Barcelona. Luis Suarez has played in the Premier League before because he's a former Liverpool player. Matheus Cunha won't be playing any part tonight because, like I've mentioned, he's out with injury. Yannick Carrasco, he won't be playing any part tonight because he's suspended. They've got Ángel Correa, Hector Herrera, Marcus Llorente, Thomas Lemar. Don't think he'll be playing tonight because it said he's out with COVID. Atletico Madrid got Thomas Lemar from Monaco. Daniel Was, he won't be playing any part tonight because he's out with injury. Atletico Madrid got Daniel Was last month to replace Kieran Trippier. Atletico Madrid's first choice goalkeeper is Jan Oblak. Manchester United went in for him a long time ago. I highly rate him, he's a very good goalkeeper, is Jan Oblak. So there you go. Don't forget last month Atletico Madrid lost Kieran Trippier, he went to Newcastle. Last year Saul Niguez went out on loan to Chelsea. They lost Rodri, he went to Man City from Atletico Madrid, and a few years ago they lost Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey went to Arsenal from Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have got a very good manager in Diego Simeone. Diego Simeone has been the Atletico Madrid manager for over 10 years, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving manager. Atletico Madrid appointed him in back in 2011. Simeone is under contract with Atletico Madrid until 2024. I'd certainly take Simeone as Manchester United's next manager. Man United have been linked with him before. And ahead of this game tonight, like I mentioned on my last video, Diego Simeone has admitted that Manchester United are one of the best teams in the world. And he said it's difficult to find a weakness in Ralf Rangnick's side. Atletico, they are the La Liga champions, don't forget. They are 5th in La Liga at the moment, and they won their last game 3-0 against Osasuna. This morning I gave you the news on Fred. Fred came out and said that it's strange having an interim manager at Manchester United. And he said, I think it's a little bit bad. I've got to agree though what Fred said. Like I said, I don't rate Fred. You know, he's had a lot of poor games at Man United, but he's had his good games as well, especially under Rangnick. Fred came off the bench and scored against Leeds. You know, he beat Meliele at his near post. It was a good finish by Fred. Manchester United got Fred a few years ago from Shakhtar Donetsk, got him for £50 million. But Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 4-2 win against Leeds. It was a very good performance against Leeds, especially in that first half. It was back-to-back wins for Man United because the other week Manchester United beat Brighton 2-0. There's a very good chance Manchester United are going to finish in the top 4 this season. The Champions League is the only chance Manchester United have got of winning a trophy this season. Manchester United have won the Champions League 3 times. The last time we won the Champions League was back in 2008. Manchester United have not won a trophy since 2017. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. Ralf Rangnick, you know, wants the Man United job on a permanent basis. Rangnick is Manchester United's interim manager at the moment. He's been Manchester United's interim manager for around 3 months, or it's almost 3 months. He's Man United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then he's expected to take up a consultancy role for a further 2 years. Rio Ferdinand reckons that Rangnick is doing a good job at Manchester United. Well, he's managed around 15 games so far in all competitions. And he's only lost 2 games in all competitions. He's only lost 1 game in the league. But like I've said so many times before, I've got a lot of respect for Rangnick. I think he's a very good coach, and the vast majority of German coaches are very good. Rangnick's tried a few different formations since he came to Man United. He obviously started off with the 4-2-2 formation, then obviously went to the 4-3-3 formation. Now he's using the 4-2-3-1 formation. Before Manchester United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. And don't forget, earlier on this season, Ralf Rangnick recommended Ewan Sharping as an assistant coach and analyst. He also recommended Chris Armisen as an assistant coach, and he recommended Sascha Lenzin as a sports psychologist. Unfortunately, Rangnick did not get backed in the January transfer window, and at the first he actually got promised he was going to get backed as well. You know, Rangnick's endured one transfer window as Man United's interim manager. You know, Man United endured a very disappointing January transfer window last month because Man United did not make any signings. Lingard and Henderson should have left last month, but they didn't because Man United blocked their exits, and we had the incident with Mason Greenwood towards the end of last month. I'm hoping in the summer that Manchester United can make some signings. I'm also expecting a lot of players to depart the club in the summer. I heard that 11 players are going to leave Man United in the summer, and them 11 players have been named. You know, John Murtough is looking to raise funds. Man United did let around 8 players leave last month. As you all know, Ralph Rangnick and Richard Arnold want Erik ten Hag to become the club's next manager. And there's a lot of Manchester United fans that would like to see Erik ten Hag get recommended in. I think Erik ten Hag would suit the strappings of the club if he became Man United's next manager, and he would be capable of winning trophies. You've got to admire the work he's done at Ajax. You know, he's won a couple of titles with them. Revert back to 2019, he got them to the Champions League semi-finals. And he's developed the young players well. He's been the manager of Ajax for over 4 years. Ajax appointed him in back in 2017. His contract at Ajax expires next year. Before Ajax he managed Utrecht, before then he managed Bayern Munich's reserves, and before then he managed Go Ahead Eagles. Mauricio Pochettino could still possibly be Manchester United's next permanent manager. But Pochettino to Man United could be in doubt because, like I updated you recently, it said Manchester United face a battle with Real Madrid to land Mauricio Pochettino this summer. Real Madrid want Pochettino to replace Carlo Ancelotti. You know, Real Madrid are unhappy with Carlo Ancelotti. If Pochettino does become Man United's next permanent manager, he wants Harry Kane. Obviously, Pochettino worked with Harry Kane when he was at Tottenham. As for PSG, you know, they're trying to get Zidane to replace Pochettino because they're expecting Pochettino to leave at the end of the season, or maybe before the end of the season. Pochettino has been the PSG manager for over a year. I think he's won a French Cup with them, and his contract at PSG expires next year. He's proven in the Premier League he's Pochettino because before he endured a 5.5-year managerial tenure with Tottenham. Analysing the vast majority of his managerial tenure at Tottenham, Tottenham were competing in and out of the top 4. But revert back to 2018, he got Tottenham to their first ever Champions League final, and at one point he almost won the league when he was Tottenham manager. Tottenham made a bad mistake getting rid of him at the time, and before Tottenham he managed Southampton. He only enjoyed a short managerial tenure with them, but he still managed to guide Southampton to their highest ever finish in the Premier League. So they're the clubs he's managed in the Premier League so far, and a long time ago he managed Espanyol. Revert back to when Man United sacked Jose Mourinho. Manchester United should have got Pochettino then, but the club decided to go with Solskjaer instead. It recently said Graham Potter was on Manchester United's radar. Graham Potter is the Brighton manager, and Luis Enrique has also been mentioned. Luis Enrique is the head coach of the Spain national team. You know, Man United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Man United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson, even though we're not really known as a sacking football club because we haven't really got the structure to keep sacking managers. You know, the managers were sacked since Ferguson was sacked David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and last year Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know, I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. We've got to get the Glazers out of the club because they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. The Glazers have owned Manchester United for around 16 and a half years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Richard Arnold, obviously he's our chief executive. He got appointed in, was it the end of last month or the beginning of this month? He replaced Ed Woodward, and it was good news from Man United perspective that Woodward stepped down because Woodward was one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. Ed Woodward was Manchester United's vice chairman for around 17 years. In the last 10 years, Manchester United have only won 4 trophies. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013. And in the last 10 years, Man United have spent around 1.3 billion, or should I say over 1.3 billion. We've recouped around 397 million in sales. Man United have brought over 40 players in since Ferguson retired, and let me put into the equation, none of this squad is Rangnick, you know, is inheriting players who other managers have brought in. In the summer, the players who I think will leave, I think Cavani will leave, Ronaldo will leave if Man United fail to finish in the top 4, Mata will leave, Lingard will leave, Matic will leave, you know, good chance Pogba will leave. Martial and Van der Beek will leave. Jones and Baye will leave. Maguire and Wan-Bissaka could leave in the summer. You know, De Vinteles and Delors will leave in the summer. And I reckon that Dean Henderson will leave. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.